Welcome back to Flashpoint. It's not just the General Assembly up in Raleigh off to a busy start in the new year. Congress getting ready for another big year as well. Joining us now is political science professor at Johnson C. Smith University, Helen King. Professor King, welcome to Flashpoint.
Thank you.
Let's talk about that split, the split in Congress. Republicans have the House, Democrats have the Senate. How will this, or do you think it will impact President Biden's agenda? Will the Democrats need to get more creative on how they do things?
Yes. Again, that word bipartisanship, we'll see how that plays out. Yes, Democrats are going to have to work harder. President Biden is going to have to work harder. I think this is where his experience, his many years in Congress will be beneficial to him. But we will just see. It's hard to say. You know, bills can be constructed in any number of ways, and all of that makes a difference. I'm always, when I think about how members vote, I'm constantly reminded by the work of David Mayhew. He argues that members of Congress are single-minded seekers of re-election. So at the end of the day, how will they vote? It'll go back to their constituencies. So we'll see, but Democrats will definitely have to get creative. I think this speaker race will certainly come into play. What will the Democrats, what will their role be, and how will that maybe tie into future legislation? The Senate, more of a majority there, but still a very fine line. So we have a very divided government, not only by party, but in a number of other ways as well. So we'll have to see. I think it'll come down to what the language looks like specifically in a number of cases.
So we saw in November just how much abortion played into the ballot box. What do you see happening next in the abortion fight nationally and then here locally in North and South Carolina?
We will nationally, abortion is one of the issues that has actually already been brought up in the nomination speeches for speaker. I personally don't see that the right to abortion being codified into law at the federal level. I guess it's a slim possibility, but I'm not very optimistic, or I don't think that that's going to happen. North Carolina, as we know, the Republicans have majorities in both the House and the Senate. They have the supermajority in the Senate. So Governor Cooper's veto power is theoretically safe at the moment. But we'll see. Some of those Democrats, it really depends. But we might see the status quo maintained at both the state and local level.
Let's look ahead to, I know 2023 just started, but let's look ahead to 2024. Very important year, obviously. The year before the election, often pivotal for fundraising and campaigning. So who do you see as the front runner in the Republican Party at this point?
I don't know. Again, going back to the speaker race, I think it's very telling that Trump's influence has obviously been significantly diminished. Before he would say jump and a number of people would say how high, and that's clearly not the case. So of course, Trump has already declared. I think Ron DeSantis is a strong contender, the governor from Florida. But we'll see. Obviously, this is another not unprecedented but unique situation with the former president coming in. Trump still has a lot of power. So we'll see how that shakes out. I thought it was very interesting. Marjorie Taylor Greene is typically in lockstep with a number of the individuals who are opposing Kevin McCarthy, but she is supporting his candidacy for House Speaker. And I would strongly speculate that is because Trump is supporting him, and she's rumored to be, or I think I don't know that he's spoken out about it, but that she wants to be his running mate. So I think that she is doing what she can to stay in Trump's good graces and to do his bidding in the House.
Professor King, thanks so much for joining us. More Flashpoint after this.